Welcome everyone to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, all.
All right, so I was told that the audience couldn't hear me on. I appeared. I think I told you, Scott,
Yeah.
on Local Live at 6 p.m. Yesterday. Now it is
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
September 25th. It's after midnight here, so it's a new day. So I appeared on Local Live with Boogie 2988 and Keemstar and Wings. And I again going into it, I told everybody that I sent message to. I'm just going to be a guest on there, and they want to talk about my gaming. But then, of course, they asked me about what's going like stuff. There was stuff about Boogie, and I wanted to
Yeah.
interject my opinion. But anyway, I just wanted. They told me that they couldn't hear me with my iPhone. I don't have state of the art equipment, guys, in my area. So this is what I always used. But I'm trying my headset from my PlayStation. If you could hear me good, let me know. Hello, Polluted Turtle. How does it sound, Polluted Turtle? Do I sound okay with this? This is my PlayStation headset, so I don't know if this is going to be a temporary thing. I wasn't really aware that my audience could hear me well, so they would tell me that they couldn't hear me. So could you hear me, Polluted Turtle, or am I too loud? Am I too? Or Daniel, can you hear me? Scott, you said it's fine, right?
Yeah. To me, it sounds fine. But I don't know if it's because we're in the cast together and all that.
Yep.
Okay. He says yes. Yes, it sounds good to him.
Okay. All right, so you can hear me, right? All right. So I had a good time on Local Live. We had some audio issues, so they invited me back at some other point in time. They suggested me to buy a microphone. I'm not, I did it from my phone. They could hear me clear. So next time, maybe I'll use my phone. I'm not going to buy a microphone right now.
No.
Uh, yeah, I don't have the money for that now because I had allotted money for certain things with the gaming and stuff like that. So I may buy one in a week or two, but I had a good time. But like I told a few people, I told my family members, I told my friends, and I told members of my group that I was going on to appear as a guest to talk about my game. Um, so I appreciate that. And again, it was really nice that I got recognized for getting 10,000 plus platinums. And again, I the first time I went on, which was yesterday, I really didn't boost myself, talk about myself. Even though Keemstar said I could, I just wanted to like really say thank you for me having me
Yeah.
on and how much I was a fan and stuff like that. Um, so next, I talked a little bit about my gaming. If I go back on, if they want me back on, I will plug um, my gaming and my YouTube channel. I did not plug the Real Hoovians cast. I did not plug the Everything Show. I did not mention anybody. Um, I did not plug my gaming really or anything. So I will do that next time. But I had a good time, and you know, uh, it was something I could scratch off my bucket list. You know what I'm saying? So um, another thing happened is
Oh.
they did ask because I said I played characters like Boogie did if I could be one of those characters. So
Oh God.
Joey Jupiter did appear on Local Live, but I don't know if they could hear me. But Joey Jupiter did appear in all good fun, and we talked a little bit about different things. But I told them flat out, like you know, I know they were asking me, but like I said, I'm not a locale. I'm so busy. Like I can never like the gaming is so ridiculously busy, and then I have my group. You know, I don't know if I have the time. Two, I don't know if I would want to do that. No offense or nothing. But again, I would be open to appearing as a guest, sure, and just talking, but not on the payroll, just being a guest. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. I actually, when I was done, I was trying to watch the rest of it, and then I wound up going to Wendy's. So I took a walk. It's like
Yeah.
20 minutes away, and it was raining. I'm like,
Ugh.
but I went to get my Wendy's and fries, and came home, and I just was gonna relax. But then I had to talk to Scott about Real Julian's cast business or affair, to which we did, a group business or affair. And now I'm like, well, while we're in here, and I got the microphone ready and everything. Might as well do the Everything Show. Why not, right? So, I am going to continue with the gaming probably after I get off this cast. It is considered a new day. I don't really sleep that much, so I'm not going to be sleeping now. There's a cricket right by my damn air conditioner.
A what? A cricket?
Yeah. Why? But
all I can say is they predict rain. I can definitely tell you that much.
It was raining.
Yeah.
So, and my crispy chicken sandwich was not that good tonight. Gonna say, I don't know what happened. Maybe it's the end of the night. I was not happy. My French fries was good. Oh my God! I tried that place the other day. Home Fritz. It's a new place. They have hot dogs.
Damn.
Remember I kept talking about
was that that hot dog lesson you were doing?
Yes.
Okay. I thought that was what that was about.
Let me tell you something. The French fries I was actually addicted to the French fries.
Were they the shoelace, the waffle, or what style do you remember?
They were thick.
Okay.
They weren't like McDonald's.
So they were basically like wedges almost.
They were pretty big, right? Now I remember after I ate that, I took a nap. I woke up not even that long, and I said, I want the rest of those fries. I want the rest of those fries. And I ate every single but I was actually addicted to those fries. And I had to stop myself because I'm like, I would have got them today too with a hot dog. And I said, no. Because let me tell you, it's okay. Look, I watch what I eat now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I may want pizza every day. I can't have pizza every day. I haven't had a crispy chicken in a week. All right. I'm gonna have their fries, but I'm not gonna eat like a gaboon, I just wanted one crispy chicken sandwich and fries. So I went, I got that, and then I found out, because I was talking to my comic book store, GHU Comics, because I saw the gate was not down, and I'm like, is everybody all right in there? Because I know they were closed. They're preparing for Comic-Con tomorrow in Staten Island.
God.
In Staten Island, not New York.
Oh, let me do a double.
Not New York, Staten Island. There's going to be something at the church, in the school. They're going to have a Comic-Con in there. So I'm like, oh, nice. So they were preparing with the store closed.
Do you know who's supposed to be there?
I don't know. I don't know if it's that type of thing.
Oh,
but
okay.
It's in Staten Island. It's not in New York City.
Yeah.
Not in Manhattan. We're on the island. Yeah. So last time though, the creator of War Machine was there.
Oh, nice.
And somebody with Red and Stimpy and I bought artwork and stuff, and I got him to sign it and different things. There was people there. Some people were famous, like comic book people. So I mean, they just took the ferry over from the city. There you go. So
I lost count of how many years it's been since I was at a Comic-Con. I know one of them, either my last one or the first one, I'd gotten X-Men and the Wolverine. That was supposed to be the first X-Men movie, and that was based on Man Loves, God Hates. I mean, God Loves, that one. The odd thing about the script was it followed the book, comic book, but they had Nightcrawler, but he didn't teleport in the script. Yeah. And then I also got Star Trek Next Generation or just Generation. I forget which. But yeah, I've got those two scripts in my closet.
Well, speaking of comic books, my son Joe today was wanted me to see the Marvel Zombies that came out. That just came on Disney Plus, the animated.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know it started yet.
With Scarlet Witch and everything. So he knows I'm a huge fan of Scarlet Witch. So
yeah,
I'm probably gonna check that out soon too. But yeah, so they have Comic-Con tomorrow and Saturday, which I guess to be 2 days, that's a big deal in Staten Island. So I didn't know it was gonna be that big, but now I'm probably gonna check it out, obviously. So yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I was just talking to him and everything. He told me that somebody bought my book because they sell my books in the comic book store. So
nice. Okay.
I know to buy. I know that buy a professional mic, Joe. Thank you, Captain Obvious. I've only been talking about it for like 10 minutes. I've only been talking about it for 11 minutes, Kay. Where you been? Yes, I get it. Thank you. Thank you, bro. What? Those trolled you? Oh, you mean my microphone was fine? Oh, I didn't know. Oh, so they were fine. It was fine, you're saying? I don't know. Well, look, I had a good time anyway. I don't care. Less gaming done, but I'll rectify that in an hour. Okay? I get some platinums in an hour. So, so the microphone was fine, you're saying? Whatever, it doesn't matter. I had a good time. They treated me okay. It was nice. They treated me nice. So, yeah. So Comic-Con is today now because we're Friday, right? Oh, but that's okay. We're okay. So it's 12:14 a.m. So we're Friday. So all right. So when I wake up, they're gonna have Comic-Con in Staten Island for 2 days. So I'm probably gonna attend. We'll see. I got to see what the weather's like and if I'm gonna go, whatever. But I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm gonna probably look up online to see who's going, if anybody's there. But I know my comic book store, JHU Comics, is there. But anyway, he was saying that somebody bought my book recently, and that the guy loved it and thought it was great. And he sent me the guy's, to look the guy up and talk to him. Anybody that buys my books, like in my area, I'll sign my books, no problem. So I will sign that guy's book, if I get to contact with him. Just minutes ago, there was rumblings that Netflix was trying to buy Warner Brothers. You hear about that?
No, because I really haven't been online very much. So
yeah, let me see. I just want to look this up.
Okay, I'm looking at the Staten Island thing for you. They've got Peter Gerardo.
Okay.
Charles, I know I'm going to butcher this last name. LaQuadia.
Oh, okay.
We got.
Could you tell me what they? Can you tell me what they do? What they do? What they?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. Yeah, Peter is a writer and artist. Sorry about that.
What? They don't say what it is.
No, they just say they just say writer and artist.
Okay.
Charles, who I butchered the last name, is a comic book artist, and they've got. Let's see if they just got random pictures. They've got Doom. It looks like. Let's see. We also got Sailor Moon, and I keep forgetting the Black Superman, the Spider-Man guy's name. The Black Spider-Man. I keep forgetting his name.
Miles Morales.
Miles, thank you. Blah. I could think Miles, but I forgot his last name. We got Tony Corazza, once again another comic book writer And they've got Tony Dangerous and Legion Liberty for the pictures.
Okay.
We got Mike Birch, comic book writer, editor-in-chief, and
so they really got some people.
Yeah, it looks like they've got some good people.
Okay.
I'll send you the main link.
I'm looking at it now. Actually, is okay.
Yeah, they got some good people there. It looks.
Wow, $5 to enter. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm just taking a quick peek.
Yeah.
Okay. It looks like there are a lot of there's some indie. Okay, this guy does stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was noticing. There's a lot of indie guys there.
Yeah. Okay.
Because apparently a lot of the indie stuff and anime stuff is doing a lot better than the Marvel and DC.
You know, they're really taking. Oh, my friend is there. My friend Benny. Oh, I gotta go there then. Oh wow. Okay.
What's his name?
My friend Benny Rose.
Okay.
He was when I was store manager of Electronic Boutique, which was EB Games and then GameStop. He was one of my regular customers. He was a gamer.
Sweet.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Look at that. They got Gravesend. Oh wow. Look at that. All right. So this is good. This is good. That's just cool. I didn't realize what a big deal they were making about it. That's pretty damn good.
How far of a walk is it from you for that?
I'll just take the train.
Okay.
I'll take the train to Dungan Hills. That's where it is.
So what, a mile and a half, or 2 miles?
Oh, the train?
Yeah.
The train is like.
Well, I mean, from where the train is to where you got.
Oh no, that's not that far. Okay. It really isn't that far. No, that's my feet. My feet are all right. I tested it out tonight. I wanted to go walking, so far so good. Daniel's been talking
up in the air about that.
Daniel's been talking. Okay, so I did a game in the live stream the other day, and Daniel was talking about Buffy, and I'm like, Daniel, this is a gaming stream. He's like, Buffy. And I'm like, it's a gaming stream. And Buffy. So, yeah. So I don't know if you know this, Scott, but Drusilla plays Drusilla on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Right. Juliet Landau. Now she also plays Romana in Doctor Who's Big Finish.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So she follows me on Twitter. Her and John Cena of all people follow me, which is crazy. Fans of me, who would have ever thought, right? But I'm fans of them anyway, so okay.
Yeah.
You know. But that time when I was messaging Russell T. Davis on his Instagram, I was giving her props, like, oh, if you're gonna bring Romana back, get Juliet Landau, and she liked that. It was like I try to get her on Doctor Who there. That would have been good. But
hint.
Yeah, but you know what it is? They don't really ever connect to Big Finish. You notice that? Mm-hmm. They always, not that we're going to talk about Doctor Who, but they always sort of treat it like it's an alternate reality. There's not one thing, other than 8 Doctors being canon, I guess, to it, because there's nothing else. Nothing else is canon. I mean, it would be nice if she played Romana on, in the
series,
right now, but I don't know if he's going to do that. He's still the showrunner, by the way. I don't know when everybody's making it like he's not. I've messaged for the first time in a while on Instagram, and he liked my stuff. I said, because he was getting presented with an award at the BBC, the award for television or whatever it was, and I said, oh, if you have there's still time to film a Christmas special, right? Meaning they made such a big deal when the guy from the BBC called me in a conference call that tried to educate me, telling me that they're allowed to do it without Disney, right? So I'm like, okay, go. What? So this is where it gets interesting, because I'm like, if nothing is holding you back, and it's not going to interfere with your relationship with Disney Plus, and it's not going to piss them off, and it's in the contract that you can't let Doctor Who die, that you got to keep up appearances, you got to put it out. So it's not going to ruin your relationship with Disney Plus, and you're waiting too long. And if you're allowed to do a special, why can't you do a special?
Yeah,
because he was trying to tell me there's nothing. They're trying to get him to do. Well, why can't you? That's the point. So if that's true, where is it? Right? So he liked it. Now, again, he didn't have to like my stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And then I said, congratulations with your award, and he liked that too. But if he's not showrunner, he's not going to like that. He's still the showrunner of Doctor Who. I don't care. It may not be on the air. He's still in charge, guys. It's still with Disney Plus, guys. You could say from now till the end of time that Disney is done. And you're talking to the wild. You're talking to crickets. Because and I'm not looking to make waves, but there's nobody's listening, because they extended their relationship with the BBC by delaying the war between the land and the sea into 2026. So if they wanted to be done so bad, they would have cut ties immediately. They would have just put that shit out like Echo and just let it burn. Like
if you think about it, they would probably put it out as though it's their Christmas special, just to be able to have it getting done,
right,
or whatever holiday that's coming.
Like Ironheart, they rushed that shit out. They knew it sucked. No, but they knew it sucked. Same thing like Echo. They knew it sucked. They just wanted to get it done. Disney's not doing that. They're not letting Doctor Who go. So how could you present an argument to me, like you know what you're talking about with Doctor Who News, if they're not cutting ties? There's nothing that's holding them from doing it.
There's zero evidence of that.
There's zero evidence of that. Don't tell me that the TARDIS is packed up, because you already tried to tell me that, and it was a lie. So don't tell me now. That place is so big they don't need to pack up the TARDIS. I think all those articles they're trying to say is bullshit. Bad Wolf is not going to go to... First of all, Bad Wolf is not going to go to BBC and give them an ultimatum. Nobody's going to give anybody an ultimatum. Like, you film Doctor Who now, or we're packing up the set. No. That's a disrespect.
Right now, let's just put it this way. Doctor Who, Disney is technically renting Doctor Who. Let's just phrase it that way in a manner.
Well, Bad Wolf is renting Doctor Who, and then it's right, and everybody's doing something. Okay, so,
correction. Disney is subletting.
Whatever the hell. Sub and a sub and a sub, whatever. But I'm like, you know what? I gave this analogy, and people may not like it, and I don't care. You got to consider that BBC is the bread hot dogs, and Russell T. Davies is the fucking hot dog vendor, right? With his own hot dog cart. And fucking Disney Plus is the mustard and the ketchup. Basically. So they're putting the hot dog in whatever bun they want. They're putting in whatever box they want. They're putting whatever. And the BBC own the hot dogs, so they own Doctor Who. And Russell T. Davies is just going to make them money, or try to, basically. So and again, he could, with the key difference between this era compared to his last one, is that now this time. Last time they told him that he couldn't say that the woman was the Doctor's mother in the end of time.
And now
he can do whatever the fuck he wants. Now. And he has. Maybe he's gone overboard with shit. Maybe he's pushing his message too much, but he has. And it's apparent he has full control without anybody telling him different. And again, I don't know what Disney... I honestly, we surmise that it's because Disney don't have the back catalog that they wanted, and that they're
and that's what they're wanting is that
maybe they're being babies. Maybe they're like, if you don't give it to us, well, we're just gonna not renew it. It could be, bro. It could be.
And then Russell can say, okay, if you're gonna make me that demand. Netflix, you gave me how much? Amazon Prime. What was that? What was that amount you said you were going to promise me if I came to you? So that's
but see, the factor with that is this contract that they have is very interesting.
I know,
because they can't do that. See, the way this thing works, and next time when they sign the contract, they got to look at the fine print. All right, they can't break away from Disney.
Nope, they can't.
For the length of this, whatever that you may say they ordered Doctor Who. It's beyond the ordering of episodes. Yeah. Even though there's no episodes now with Disney, there's a contract in place where Disney and Doctor Who are like this.
Yeah.
That's separate from them filming episodes, right? They have the option to make them wait a certain amount of time before the BBC could say, all right, we're done officially, right? So obviously that means they could delay that shit into 2026, and they have. They delayed the war between the land and the sea. Now again, this gives them time, right? Where the BBC will put Doctor Who on, making everybody feel while Doctor Who's off the air. Oh look!
Even if it's specials, let's just put it this way. Even if it's specials.
No, I'm not talking about new stuff. I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Now everything is in BBC now, right? Except for the Disney Plus Doctor Who, right? So now all the old episodes and New Who are on BBC now. So every Saturday it's going to be on, right?
Yeah.
So maybe this is a marketing thing from both. Maybe the BBC is trying out putting Doctor Who on to see how the ratings are for the old stuff every Saturday, while they're waiting for Disney Plus to make a decision, and Disney Plus is holding out for when they're done to get the rights to Doctor Who backlog in 2026. But I'm telling you right now, no matter what, and again, I can't stress this enough, if Disney was done with Doctor Who, they would have said it the minute it finished airing, they were done. If they were done months later, they would have announced it. There is nothing that is holding them back from canceling their relationship with Doctor Who and BBC. So anybody that goes out there like they know what the fuck is going on, I'm sorry. I'm not looking to be a shit disturber. But you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And again, when I had the news, and again, this may shock people with Doctor Who, right? As far as I'm concerned, I didn't see a new body. I honestly, you don't recognize Billie Piper as the Doctor in the credits.
No.
She's not the Doctor.
Yeah,
right?
That's what I was saying too. She's not the Doctor.
I'm sorry. I said I was against it. Even my enemies were against it. People in the movie theater were against it. They said she wasn't the Doctor.
No.
Right?
They would have said in the thing.
Right.
They just said. So either she's that source thing we saw with John Hurt.
Right.
She's the bad wolf, or there's something else going on.
Either she's the Moment.
Yeah,
with John Hurt.
Yeah. Moment.
The War Doctor. The Moment, which was the Gallifreyan device.
Yeah.
Either she's Bad Wolf Entity from Rose Tyler, and she went back and forth in the future and in the past, or she is Rose Tyler. One of three different things, right?
I see them banking either on the Moment or Bad Wolf, because when she looked in, because we don't know how. To us, it was just a brief moment when the TARDIS energy went into her. So it could have been they're doing like a.
They did a body swap like the Sarah Jane Adventures.
Yeah.
In Death of the Doctor, the 11th Doctor, Matt Smith, swapped places with Clyde. And even Clyde had white hands.
Yeah.
Because they were switching.
That's not my hands.
They were switching. So it is possibility that Rose Tyler is in the Doctor's outfit, but not the Doctor.
Exactly.
And I'm sorry. And again, this is going to shock people, right? Unless I see a body, an actor or an actress, officially, Ncuti Gatwa, this is going to shock you.
The doctor.
This is going to shock you. It's going to shock you. Ncuti Gatwa is still the doctor. Because again, we saw in the past the regeneration energy get cut off. And David Tennant's 10th Doctor remained after he healed up. So unless I see, and again, what do you need? Here's another thing. If Billie Piper is not the doctor, which she's not, and we're gonna get a doctor, you still need Ncuti Gatwa again to become that person. So you would have to show that regeneration or a different angle or something.
Yeah.
Maybe they did film that already, different angles or whatever, but you still have to see that. So again, this is also a tactic where now Ncuti could film shit and he could tell everybody he has bad knees and he's still fucking the doctor and he's laughing his way to the bank. And so is Russell and so is everybody because you're all fucking fooled. Ha ha. And then BBC decides, hey, we want to do fucking Doctor Who in 2026. That means they're filming in 2027. So he'll be fucking free, or he could free up his schedule. And he
could finish up his contract, and then boom.
And again, no one in history has ever left Doctor Who and then weeks later talk about Doctor Who like they love it. No one has done that. In the entire history of the program, in 62 years, not one doctor has ever left the role and immediately said they want to be the doctor still. No one has made bullshit excuses why they left. No one said any. I'm not buying it. I'm not fucking buying it. You're all fooled. Just like he pissed me off with the Billie Piper thing, just like he pissed me off with the Whovians appearing in the episode of Doctor's TV show. We're all fooled. He had altered reality for the reality war to make us think this is what it was, and it's not that. And as far as I'm concerned with that, I would think that the way I would take it is that the reality war is still going on. That he's tricked or whatever, and I would do an opening two-parter with Omega trying to come back into our reality, and his prisoner is the Ronnie.
Makes sense.
Want to know why? Because if he truly ate her, he would have ate the time ring.
Yep, and he didn't.
Spit out the time ring.
Yep.
Why are you spitting out the time ring? Because she was sent to the antimatter universe. Because it was always said, if he's going to leave the antimatter universe, he needed something to be put in his place so he could go. Right? Because he tried to come into our universe and he was decomposing, right?
Yep.
So he needed something to have their consciousness put in place in the antimatter universe so he could come here. He couldn't just come here.
Nope.
He couldn't just come to a door. Somebody had to replace him. She's there in the antimatter universe. Maybe she caused it. Who knows? But this is not the last we saw of any run, I think. So I just don't want Doctor to be too long. And I know this is the Everything show, but I don't care. I can make and change about the rules because it's my show. Like some people get it's a little inside thing between me and Scott, but some people are talking out of turn lately, forgetting that this is my show, right? And I decide.
Yep.
Those are my shows. So, and I'm not going to mention the person either, because they'll have a canary. But anyway, so in case you didn't know who Matrix Lord 212 is, and you're a new fan here, I am a Doctor Who fan nut. That's why this channel started. Is my talking about Doctor Who. I am a Whovian, which is a Doctor Who fan. I am the matrix of all sci-fi. That was what I created my name for, Matrix Lord of all sci-fi, right? And 212 is my birthday. So that's what I created for, to talk about everything sci-fi. And yes, we talk about stuff other than sci-fi, like action and adventure and whatever we like,
it's
comic book stuff. I'm a comic book fan. I'm a comic book fan too, and I'm a gamer, and I'm a published author. So I'm a jack of all trades, but I am good at what I do. And I have thousands of podcasts, and I love my group, the Real Hoovian. Scott's a Real Hoovian, I'm a Real Hoovian, Chris, all of us. And we appear on my other show, is the Everything Show. And of course, the Everything Show is everything, so I can't talk about Doctor Who. If I want to, I try not to because of cataloging. Where did you talk about? I wanted to say, where did you talk about Doctor Who? On the Real Who? But there are times people want to talk about it, so we talk about everything here. But anyway, getting back to Daniel, I do want to see Buffy. Yes, I definitely want to see Buffy, and I hope that they're involved somehow. Spike and Priscilla and all them, and all. I know Angel's going to be on the show, right? Because she took a picture of him. So that's going to resolve the season cliffhanger of Angel that was never resolved. That they survived that battle. Remember? I don't know if you remember, Scott, but they survived that battle.
I saw bits and pieces of it.
That's a battle with the demons in hell, and hell on earth, a battle, and they survived that, obviously. So that will be addressed, I guess. But look, I even, like I said on Local Live, right? Everybody is craving nostalgia, right? Everybody wants to see Buffy back. Everybody wants to see the Ghostbusters come back. They want to see their favorite hero come back. And it's true. This is in. I want to see a new Jason Voorhees movie, Friday 13th, right?
Yeah.
So there you go. This is what we're going through right now. You got to go? Or
no?
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. So I'm a gamer. You saw me gaming. I got 10,000 platinum. I'm actually very close to the 10,100th, which is crazy shit, by the way, in a couple of days. Yeah. A couple of days. And you know what? I got to say, that's me being lazy because I really could have had it. Honestly, I did their show today, but I was kind of just relaxing, honestly. I could have gotten the 100th one already. So it would have been 10,100. But again, I like I told them, I'm not playing every minute of the day. I just get an abnormal amount of platinum to where you don't even know if I'm playing 100 minutes a day. That's the scary part, is that I play so much that even on my worst day, it's still better than some people on their best day. So, you want to say anything about any? Oh, I do want to talk about the Snyderverse, because again, I just don't understand why on X that people are trying to paint the picture that Superman failed when James Gunn's Superman did not fail. It's a success. It's got profitability. It's got a sequel greenlit. They're filming faster than usual. He completed the script. Like, this is record time, people. Like if it failed, it wouldn't have got a sequel this fast. And already it got a sequel with Supergirl's having a thing movie already. So, like, it's a success. It doesn't have to be. Because I know all these people who try to do their calculations. Captain America, the original one, did not do $1 billion.
But it got greenlit for a sequel.
Right. This is their start. This is a restart.
Mm-hmm.
There is no ridiculous expectations for your first movie. So you can't Oh, thank you, Jacob. Thank you so much. So you can't judge James Gunn's Superman. And again, we have that famous Everything show where when James Gunn got fired from Disney, we went crazy campaigning Disney to hire him back. And I made it
dirty. They did him dirty.
They did him dirty. And he even liked our tweets, right? I even put it out there, and I said DC Comics and Warner Brothers needs to hire him to screw over Disney and run.
Yes.
I said that though, and run their movies. Now again, this is before he was offered anything. This was like the day he was fired, right? And the days, and nobody contacted him. Period. I made a statement saying, "This is if I said if you're watching Warner Brothers, if you're watching DC, you need to hire this man." And they will go crazy, Disney. They would shit a brick, and his shit would knock it out of the park, right? And they did later on. Now, again, they could have watched us and said, that's a good idea. Yeah. Let's go hire him, right? And again, I'm not taking credit that that's what happened, but it's kind of odd that happened, right?
Because we've mentioned things in the past, and like a few days later, it's like, we said that it's such chaos.
Well, I mentioned shit years in the past that didn't even happen. Like I said to you, Scott, on the Everything Show, I said, listen, no matter what anybody says, I know in the future that Alfred Molina is going to return as Doc Ock and William Dafoe is going to return as the Green Goblin. I said that, and it happened. Just like in 2011, I said there's going to be a sequel to King Kong versus Godzilla. And it happened. Bottom line. And it's all years into covering the news, covering our favorite shows, our favorite movies, being an expert on our favorite movies inside and out, reciting lines, everything. And I said, even being a manager and a district manager and running a mall and running a medical practice and being marketing and everything and my books, I said, business savvy wise minded, it would be in their best interest to hire James Gunn as to do their movies. Said it. And that was obvious. Now again, when Chris was telling us, and I have to admit, when also the negative side to it. I always admit when I'm wrong about shit. And I remember when Chris was telling us about Superman, I wasn't on board with certain things that James Gunn was going to do. I did say, I don't know about that. I don't know about, oh wait, hold on. Jacob says, I very much think the first two Spider-Man films by Sony were the best. I agree in the franchise. I didn't like the other actors who tried to play him. Tobey Maguire is the best for the role. Same with Doc Ock. The first two are the best. I did not like the other ones as much as Tobey's. And we all know that Disney and Marvel, Sony and Marvel altered the third one because he did not want Venom in it, because Venom was too later on in the comics to appear, and they forced him to put Venom in it. So I'm a creator too. I'm an influencer. I'm a writer. You don't interfere with the writer's vision.
Nope.
John Malkovich. Well, let me just say this. It was not supposed to be Venom in that movie. Okay. Sandman, yes, but they didn't think that Sandman could carry it, which is Sandman. Okay. So they forced him to put Venom in that movie. And I was not happy with that. All right. So I don't count that as a true vision to Sam Raimi because they altered it. Right. Now, Amazing Spider-Man, I like Andrew Garfield because of Doctor Who, right? And I thought I liked the way he portrayed Spider-Man, right? That's how him joking around, I like that. Peter Parker, I don't know.
A lot of people felt with, I think, about Batman and Val Kilmer.
Bruce Wayne, right?
He nailed one section, but he didn't nail the other.
I don't care. I like Val Kilmer as both, but the whole thing is that I did like him as Peter Parker, but I loved the Gwen Stacy romance with him.
Oh, that was good.
That was perfect, and I'm telling you, I was pissed that they killed her in the second one. Pissed. Did not want to see that happen. And again, You know, I don't. This gets me into the Spider-Man thing, and you know, I'm going to say it too, flat out. I'm going to say it flat out because again, another thing on my bucket list is to write for the Amazing Spider-Man, right? Comic book. I always said it. That's my hero, is Spider-Man, right? So I always said, if you are an expert on Spider-Man, you know that the spider sense basically mapped out his moves, how to dodge, how to avoid, how to save people.
Mm-hmm.
The spider sense never killed anyone before Gwen Stacy died, ever. Any way that he saved people with the webbing, with the same way, they never died. And now I know this is the paradox because you're saying when he fought the Green Goblin, he had the flu. So now the question is, was the spider sense halved or hindered?
Yeah.
Which you don't. No, I don't think so. It's just he was sick, right? But it was later revealed that Norman Osborn told him, as the Green Goblin, my greatest victory against you was not saying anything at all and making you believe you killed Gwen Stacy. He said, in so many words, you're a dumb fucking idiot because I have super strength and she weighed 100 pounds. And I threw her with all my fucking might in the air and her neck snapped in the fucking air because I threw her like a fucking rag doll. And I didn't mean to kill her and I didn't realize my own strength. And as crazy as I was, I didn't want to kill her, right? But she died. But she was dead before you did a fucking thing. And the noise that you heard was the webbing, making the webbing noise, attaching itself to something. But she didn't die because of you. Now, there were other writers of Spider-Man that wanted to go against that, like Dan Slott. Me and Dan Slott had a Twitter exchange over that and debate. And I'm like, there's no fucking way, bro. And that's fine. We could agree to disagree, but he's the writer at the end of the day, like he said, and he's going to do what he wants to fucking do. And in his take, when he had the clone of Gwen Stacy, he did whatever he had to say, and he had her say whatever she had to say, and he believed that Spider-Man was at fault. And he liked that because it was like a thing like an Uncle Ben moment where he let the burglar go by. So he saw that as another moment to teach Spider-Man a lesson, or Peter Parker a lesson. I never saw it as that. I saw that as it never fucking happened because the spider sense is fucking flawless. To a point. Flawless. It has never killed anybody before Gwen Stacy. So anyway, I was not crazy with the Andrew Garfield movies because I didn't like the Lizard. I felt robbed because we should have had that with Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
So the throw the Lizard in there was forced. So I didn't agree with that. And I didn't like Electro. Electro was cool. I did like Electro.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't like the Green Goblin with Electro. I thought that it was so paradox that they would have been friends at age 5. So how could they really be best fucking friends?
Yeah.
You know, the timeline was off because you're trying to make it like you didn't see the guy in years. Well, the last time you saw him, you were fucking, what, 8?
Yeah.
What kind of fucking friendship is that? That's not a college friendship that they had established in the comics that you're my best fucking friend in the world. That made no sense. So, and Tobey Maguire, not Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland, I didn't like the first one. I didn't like that. You know what it is? I'm a Spider-Man. I didn't want Tony Stark involved in any of that shit. Yeah. Honestly.
I still believe.
I didn't.
They need to have a Spider-Man free of the other characters.
This one coming out. This one, but unfortunately, he almost fucking died. He got a concussion just now, like a couple days ago, and it's bad. And they took a week off or whatever. But that's not good. That's not good. And we don't know going forward if that's going to affect his career.
Yeah.
If he's ever going to have a permanent injury or not. I don't even know if they'll tell us. They might tell us years from now if it did. But I really hope he's okay. Jacob said, let's see. Yep, creative control was terrible. I agree. Many films, games, or music albums were ruined because of it, and big suits thinking they know better than the writers. Absolutely. He also says, my first exposure to Spider-Man was the original Spider-Man game, a PlayStation game. Absolute masterpiece. Absolutely great masterpiece.
My first experience, I'm trying to think, my first experience for Spider-Man, it's got to be, there was two, actually. One was Electric Company, because they had the whole comic book thing, but that one, they had little talking bubbles above his head, but that's considered the first live action, technically. And then we had the 70s movies that turned into, because they spliced them together, became the series as well.
My first experience was my father bought me a Spider-Man comic where he fought Electro. I think Electro was my first film.
Yeah.
Right? And I remember being at my grandparents' house, and I was just amazed. Like, just, my father was, you have to understand, my father was a DC guy, right? Superman was his thing. Not Marvel like me. I basically liked what I liked.
I don't think what my first comic book for Marvel or DC was, and I can't think of what it is.
But besides the comic books, right, which he got me a few comics. And he got me too. He got me Superman. He got me whatever. But Spider-Man I like Spider-Man, right? That was my favorite thing. I adopted that. I loved it, right? There was the Electric Company. There was also the Spider-Man TV show, live action.
70s, the 70s thing, yep.
We had the Spider-Man cartoon, which I have the box, the 60s. There was the 70s. That, but again, the 60s was re-aired in the 70s, right? So I saw it, the 70s one, and of course I was a big fan of Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
And then we've got the 90s version, which is coming back.
I love the 90s one. That was my favorite thing too. I love it. And everything about it. So I have Spider-Man everywhere. I have, besides Doctor Who being the thing, I even bought the fucking goddamn Spider-Man sippy cup. I bought a collection. Okay, so here's the thing. I sort of started buying a little collection of stuff a future grandchild would like. Mm-hmm. So I started buying all kinds of fucking. My kids want to fucking kill me, by the way. But I started buying stuff that I'm going to be putting in a box or a bag. This is a Spider-Man bath towel for a kid. So one day when I have a grandchild, my grandchild will open up this time capsule where hopefully I'm around, and all the Spider-Man stuff will be his or hers. And again, there we go. So like I started buying all the Spider-Man stuff to be saved for later. Okay. But anyway, I have Spider-Man goddamn everywhere. I'm mugs and shit. The stuff that, like, I got my fucking Spider-Man shit here on my desk. But it's holding my sonic screwdrivers. This one was, I could never use it because the thing was cracked. So this is holding the sonic screwdrivers and my book marketing materials. But yeah, I'm a huge Spider-Man guy besides, a Doctor Who guy, besides a Godzilla guy, besides a Jason Voorhees horror guy, and B movies, Puppet Masters, the Puppet Master guys. So that's a little education there. So yeah, and as far as time travel goes, besides Doctor Who, Back to the Future was always my thing, and Bill and Ted. I love that too. So, but Back to the Future, I was in the Fan Club magazine when I was a kid, writing a whole goddamn theory. I was in Todd McFarlane's last Spider-Man issue in the letters page. My name was misspelled, but I was in there because I used to always submit letters to Marvel Comics. Again, on my bucket list, just like it was on my bucket list to be recognized one day by YouTubers that I watched, like Keemstar and Cookie and all that. So that's off the bucket list too. But yeah, one day I want to write for Amazing Spider-Man. I want to get to where I'm famous enough that they hire me. So here we go. Let's see what happens with that. Anything you want to add?
None that I can think of.
Are you getting tired?
No.
Oh, you're okay. All right. Let me know though. I don't want to push. You just send me a little message. Send me a little message. I'm done, and then I'll shut the hell up because you know the way I start. When I start talking, once I start talking, I never shut the hell up. Honestly, I do apologize for that. So, Spider-Man will always be my favorite thing in the world. And again, if you're talking about characters that not Spider-Man, that my favorite villain, is Doctor Doom. It's always been.
Yeah.
And it's so funny how all my favorite shit is becoming the top shit in Marvel movies, right? I Vision and Scarlet Witch shit everywhere. I was a fan of the West Coast Avengers, who was in the West Coast Avengers? Who was the leader? Hawkeye. Mockingbird was his wife, right? Vision, Scarlet Witch, Iron Man. They were in the West Coast Avengers. Ant-Man was in there. Wasp was in there. So come on now. And Mephisto was in there and killed Mockingbird. Great stuff. Great stuff written in there. Stuff from, I think, Steve Englehart, John Byrne. Great stuff. Didn't always agree with some stuff that John Byrne did, but still. Yeah, so I've been fans and horror stuff. Jason is the guy. Jason Voorhees. Which, please, could you make a damn movie? Not a beer commercial.
Oh, God.
You saw that, right? You saw that, right?
That's a waste of freaking money.
Come on. You know what a disrespect that is?
It is.
What about you, Jacob? Do you think that was a disrespect? Did you watch any horror stuff? Did you watch any Jason Voorhees Friday 13 stuff? I thought that was a goddamn disgrace. Look, I get it that now the trend is let's put horror people on TV.
Yeah.
You did it with Chucky, right? You did it with The Purge, right? You did it, I think, Nightmare on Elm Street used to have that, right? Friday the 13th had, but it wasn't Friday the 13th. It was based off the name.
Yes, but based on the name, and then they sort of redid it with Warehouse 13, and they had plans on having one or a couple of characters from it or do a merging of that, but that never did fall through.
Right. Thank you. So that's the thing is that I have so many different things. Like Friday 13 should have been. We know it's got Crystal Lake, but again, I didn't agree with that.
And that's basically all it is. That's the only link to it is Crystal Lake.
Listen, first of all, it never made damn sense, right? How they went to war with each other, right? That group. What's going on here? The guy got the rights, like they said that he was a work for hire, right? He was someone that was hired to write something for the first movie. He all of a sudden, this is his vision. There was no vision. What up, Mike? What are you talking about?
You don't have to turn up your mic. You're good.
Am I getting trolled in this chat?
I think so, but you got Iga. You got.
Oh, don't say it. Don't say it. He's trying to trick you to say it. We know what they're trying to do. We know what that name word was.
Yeah.
You realized it after? Yeah. Okay. So anyway, I didn't agree with that ruling. because he didn't create Jason Voorhees
No,
that they made out to be with the hockey mask, with the pillow, with the pillowcase.
Because the first one,
second one's a pillowcase.
Was his mother who did all the killings.
He didn't envision anything with the kid. He just thought the mother was the killer or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and they created that. So for them to be banned from doing that shit is fucked up, right? So they went to war, and guess what? Now they're in their 80s. They're almost penniless. And what do? They're like, oh, we're not leaving anything behind. We have nothing. Let's team up. And I'll do my shit and you do your shit. Kumbaya. Why didn't you fucking do that 13 years ago?
Because they weren't hard up for money back then.
You took down the fucking video game, right? You took down the video game that everybody loved, and then you took down other video games. It was like a whole bunch of them, actually. It wasn't, and then you had nothingness, and now he's doing Crystal Lake. So then we get, well, it's not just 2, there's 3, because New Line, which is owned by Warner Brothers, I guess, or whatever, right? Has the rights to the name, and they bought it from Paramount, right? Paramount had 1 through 8 and all the rights and everything, and they we can't look like that. The hockey mask looks like 1 through 8. You got to change it. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? And then it's like, oh, we don't want to call it Friday the 13th.
Well, technically, there wasn't a hockey mask in 1.
No, but they own 1 through 8.
I know.
From Paramount.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, this looks like 8 or 7, and we want it to look different. So it's also a thing they have to pay them every time they use Friday the 13th name. So what do? They create Jason Universe, and they call it Sweet Revenge. Nobody knows what the fuck that is. Nobody knows what that is. You can't call it Sweet Revenge. Nobody knows what that is. So I hope they call it Friday the 13th.
That was that stupid commercial shit.
Well, you know what the funny thing that's ironic? If Paramount buys Warner Brothers, they get the rights back to Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
The original the rights that they have, they get it. They get it.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah. Right. So I don't know. I don't know how it could continue with 3 different parties battling. Like I don't even know in Crystal Lake if they told him, oh well, Jason's our guy, so you can only do your shit when the mother kills and he's just a kid. Because again, all right, we get to see her kill more people or how that happened. But if he's gonna start putting shit in there that he never envisioned, that's the other guy's vision, then it's like hypocrites.
Yeah.
Really. Because I remember when they were doing the Crystal Lake series, they're like, whatever you want. Like they were a restaurant. They're like, you want 1 season he's in space, sequel to Jason X? You got it. You want 1 season is in New York? You got. I'm like, wait a minute. Now you're totally fan pleasing.
Yeah.
You're not doing anything different. So now, are you
just rehashing 2-3 movies before?
Are you just telling us what we want to hear? Like, what's happening, guys? You need money that bad? So yes, I agree. I do want it though. I do want to play the Michael Myers game and buy it. I definitely said that. I wasn't crazy about the State of Play show yesterday. Yeah, a day before the PlayStation show. I did like Wolverine. I thought that was the best, and I thought Halloween was the best one there. Maybe there was like one other one, but like I didn't think there was enough games that they really. There was this other game I liked. It was it looked like Returnal. It was like Saurus or something. I liked that, but I didn't think it was all that. I kind of miss when they had the big PlayStation shows.
Yeah.
Like once a year or twice a year. But these little shows every month, they're trying to make it big. And
away from them.
It can't be big every month because it's like, or every couple of months. It's boring,
Mm-hmm.
Like, we all were waiting for a sequel to Bloodborne. We all waiting for a Crash Bandicoot sequel or Spyro. Yeah. We all waiting for our own shit, right? And we're not getting it. I want a Godzilla goddamn video game, right? Where is it, right? I want a Mega Man 12, right? Like, I want, the shit I want. I want a Punch Out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not getting shit,
Even if it's a remastered thing, to me, I would love to see a remastered version.
I want a new siphon filter. It's been fucking decades. Right? I used to get all those. Siphon filter. They're bringing everything back. Why not
Galago 13. I'd love to see a Galago 13 update.
Parasite Eve 3, please. Like, I love Parasite Eve 1 and 2, and it's been up in the air if Third Birthday is considered a Parasite Eve sequel or not, but I never played that, but I want a Parasite Eve. You know? So
I'd love to see a Galago 13. And even if it's a port and they've updated, there was an NES game called Nightshade, which was it was a campy thing, but I would love to have seen that.
You know, they're probably saving some stuff in PS6.
Yeah.
Like Tekken 9 is probably PS6, right? A new Uncharted, probably a launch title. Or a new Tomb Raider launch title, maybe. You know?
They need to go back. I'm sorry.
They
need to go back to the original Tomb Raider. I mean, that the whole teen thing, which they did, was stupid. And when they put that god-awful movie out, all it was like nothing more than cutscenes surrounded by an adventure.
Well, they announced that they're releasing an old Tomb Raider game in October on PS Plus, which I had bought the Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 collection.
Yeah.
From back in the day. Then they came out with the second collection, which is 4, 5, and 6. There's also the other Tomb Raider games that they're going to release one, then there's another one. And then they have their most recent ones on the PS4, which was the Definitive Collection, Rise of Tomb Raider, and Shadow of Tomb Raider. And now a new Tomb Raider. So
I know a lot of people weren't thrilled with it because it sort of got away from the regular Tomb Raider thing, but I would love to see Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness come.
That needs to be remade too.
Yeah.
Just remake them all. I'm sure that would be part of another collection.
Because that was my first PlayStation 2 game.
Yeah, and Castlevania's due. I mean, there's only one collection I don't have, and I'm up in the air if I want to buy that tonight. Because I call that a selfish purchase because I put money aside for the gaming competition. But once in a while, I do buy what I want to buy. And I bought the sequels to Galaga the other day. I bought Galapagos and Galaga 88. You know, not for competition, just for fun.
Yeah, just for fun.
Just for fun. But yeah, I'm very tempted to either buy Silk Song because I have the Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
Or the Castlevania Dominus collection.
I forget off the top of my head. I gotta go back and check. It's either November or December. There's a DLC for GTA 5 where you can buy mansions. Like I said, I forget if it's November or December. I've got to go back and check. But there's a DLC where you can start buying mansions in that. And of course, and then the following year, GTA 6 is supposed to be coming out. So, and I keep meaning to get back to do my spins and all that for GTA 5, but I get busy doing other stuff. And
I think I own it, but I think I played it. I'm not into it. I don't like the multiplayer crap either.
Yeah.
But you need that for trophies, I guess. That's why I have a hard time with any of the trophies that I'm trying to get now. I don't like to do. I mean, I do it once in a while.
What I do is I'll go into a lobby where there's like 20 something people to do my spin.
Right.
I may do a few little mean things, and then I'll dive out, get myself into a solo playing lobby, so that way I can do all my missions and all that without.
And when you say spin, what do you mean spin?
At the resort. There's a resort there. The Diamond Casino. Basically, you go in there daily, and there's a wheel down in the lobby.
Oh,
spin it, and whatever it lands on, that's your daily win. You can win vehicles, you can win just outfits, you can win random things.
Now you play this every day?
I used to, I don't now.
But were you going for trophies or you just going for fun?
I just go in for fun.
Did you check to see if you're getting a lot of trophies, or you don't know?
I checked, and it's a handful of trophies here and there. But to me,
you don't want to do that, right? Take the fun out of it.
Yeah. So, like I said, a lot of times,
sometimes when you go for plot, it takes the fun out of it being accurate.
Like I said, I won't state my name that's in there, but
no, don't.
What I like doing is I'll call a cab. I'll call a cab, take out the driver,
right,
and get the cab modified. Find another lobby member to see if they would like a ride, and then dive out of the cab. And oh damn, the cab was booby trapped. Or I'll use my RC Bandito, find somebody. Right. My drone, and find somebody. What I try to do with them, I try to find people who are like either being chased by another lobby member or the police,
right,
and stun them. And so that way, there was about I think it was last month. The last time I played, I had my little drone. I was flying around, and a guy noticed one of the lobby members was being chased by the police. So a couple of times I tased him.
There was some games that you played that you got me. I bought because you were saying were good.
Yeah.
Biomutant.
Yeah. I gotta get back to that.
I never. You know what? Biomutant and The Hunt.
Yeah.
And you know what the sad part is? I buy so many goddamn games. This Biomutant is the plastic is still on it. Never even fucking played it. Never played it. The Hunt,
it's a fun game. It's an annoying game, but it's a fun game.
Hunt, I played it a couple of times, and then I don't know why. I really don't know why. I just forgot about it, and I just played something else. It happens. Maybe a level annoyed me or something, and I just put it in the backlog. But I really need to.
Oh yeah. I played that. Like I said, I played that for the first time. For a while, you didn't have to worry about other players, but once you reached to a certain point, you did. So, and every time you use that special ability, other players knew where you were, so you had to be real stealthful. Yeah.
I was talking to Wings from Locale Live in like the chat thing, and before I appeared, and we were discussing like Demon Souls, and I'm like, I have to. That's the thing. It's like I hate games that you have to go through the entire game.
Oh.
And then you have to do it again.
Yes.
I never liked it when Spider-Man did it. I don't like when Miles Morales did it. I just don't like that. Sony has a habit of doing that.
The
and I hate that.
NES X-Men game. Oh God.
So I just fucking hate that with a passion. Like and being a trophy hunter and a completionist, and if I'm going for the platinum, I have to do that. So I fucked up when I did the second playthrough because I think I died in human form and I turned the world black and made the goddamn thing fucking impossible. I still was able to beat the boss, the first two bosses.
Yeah.
But that made my gaming experience fucked. Like it just ruined the second playthrough because now I have to really do everything all over again. So I kind of put that to the side. And then I went through some trouble with the internet app, like having trouble with that. And then I just put it to the side. Now I suck. I got to go back into Demon Souls and I got to get but I was talking to Wings and I'm like, I know what I need to do. My only fear of whatever I got to do, there's one thing I desperately fear is to fuck up fighting the Fool's Idol boss, which is technically should be the third boss, right?
Yeah.
Because if you hit one of those fucking people in the background or one of her clones and you beat her, it's fucked. I would have to go through a third playthrough. Right? So I'm shitting a fucking brick and I'm like, all right, before I do this, I got to start watching fucking videos on this shit because I'm not going to fucking do it. Look, it's one thing if I have to do a third playthrough for something fucking stupid, right?
Yeah.
Like, which is not where I don't really have to go through the whole game a third complete time. So maybe something little, fine, but I really don't want to do a third playthrough. So this second playthrough, I want to get all the rings. But the one thing that could ruin everything is killing this boss the wrong way and then not getting that trophy. So that is what I'm worried about. Once I get that, which should be the next thing I do, right? Once I get that, I'll feel better, right? Okay, I can breathe now. Good. Good. But I just gotta overcome that fear with that battle. But that's Demon Souls. Dead or Alive 5. I think Pelzio was downloading it so I could play him with it because there's online trophies I need, and every time I'm like sitting in a lobby waiting to fight, and nobody's fighting. And then when it gets to me, they're like, "Oh fuck it, he needs the trophy." We're not playing him. Like they're dicks.
Yeah.
A lot of people are dicks. So I hate that. That's why they should never have to get the platinum have anything to do with online. Period. Because I should not have to depend on anybody to get my achievement. Like they should not have online trophies that
I agree.
At all. And that's why I'm mad about Friday 13th, because I bought it and I can't fucking play. It's up to me when I want to play it, right? Now you're on a fucking time limit when these games come out, because if you don't do it right away, they could cease to exist because it's online.
Mm-hmm.
That shit sucks. Like I think I bought Evil Dead. I don't think I can play that either. I think I gotta look into it. But you know me, there's games I didn't fucking play yet. Friday 13th, I played a little bit, but you know, I waited too long. All right, we're getting out of here because it's getting late. All right, thank you guys for watching, and again, thank you to Locale Live for having me as a guest. And like I said, and the reason why I say that is not a bad thing. It's just I'm not gonna like. It's just I said to people, they invited me, respected me to invite me as a guest, right? And when I went in there, you know, whether they wanted me or not, I just said, look, there's no way I have time to do it anyway, because I'm a gamer. But I didn't want to anyway, you know. But and in no disrespect to them, but I don't want to put too much stuff on it. Yeah. You know, if I did that, I can't do this. I can't run my group. I can't be a gamer. I can't write my books. I can't do my videos. So, you know, I wish them well, and hopefully I get to appear again as a guest. But I'm not Locale. You know, I'm Matrix Lord 2 and 2. I'm my own person. That's it. I have my group. We're part of the Real Hoovians. That's okay. That was their show. They could do whatever. No, that's fine. I wasn't okay, because I wasn't supposed to be on at 6. I'm supposed to be on at 6:30. So like that's fine. That's that's not okay. Okay, don't make things that like don't make wars where there's not wars. No, dude. No. Not at all. Not at all. I was treated good. I was happy. I was very nice. And again, you know what? Keemstar was right. He's like, I put you on to promote yourself. You're not promoting yourself. You're promoting us. You know? So, you know, if I get a new microphone and if I go on next time, I will promote my gaming more and us, you know. But we'll see. There's so much shit that I got to do. I don't even know if I have time to do it.
I know that feeling.
No, literally, it's like I have the competition, and again, I posted it on X. Like, if you stop, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Or if you don't get enough platinums, you're screwed one day, because it makes it harder the next day. And I did that, so I ruined it for myself. I have to maintain a certain thing. So we're gonna get out of here now. But again, thank you, Keemstar and Boogie and everybody involved. Wings, Locale Live, great experience. Fans of them for a while as their own entities, like Boogie by himself, Boogie 2988, and Keemstar and Drum Alert. So thank you guys, and thank you everyone for sticking by me with my gaming, and Scott, my right hand here, and Chris. Thank you guys from the Real Whovians. More to come this week. Everything Show and Doctor Who. All right. Take care. Bye for now.